So good morning to all.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Let's begin. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. So let's begin today's session. I hope all 8 of you have logged in. All students, all participants have logged in.
Yeah, ma'am. We
Yes,
have
ma'am.
we have
So I hope yesterday all the participants have felt the sessions very valuable and useful to them. So to continue with today's sessions, yeah. Continue with today's sessions. We are having again presentations by some of our regional centers. So a small change is there. Instead of in Andaman Nicobar Center, EPRC Patna, Gangetic Plain Research Center Patna will be presenting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And EBRC Gopalpur. EBRC Gopalpur will be presenting in the afternoon and GPRC Patna will be presenting only tomorrow morning. So there is a small change. So to begin with, we have Dr. Sanjeev Kumar, Officer in Charge, Desert Regional Center, Dodhpur. So over to Dr. Sanjeev for introducing your please. Good morning.
Good morning to everyone, all the students of this PG Diploma course and all my faculty members from Zoological Survey of India. I think it is visible now.
Yes, it is visible. Yeah. You have to go to the slideshow mode.
Yeah, so slideshow mode it is. Yes, here it is. No, it is not that.
Not that.
We'll just check it out. Because at my screen it is showing in a... Now it is?
No, it is not in the slideshow. It is just the listing. Means a single slide visible. Small size. I think you can enlarge it to the slideshow mode. Yeah.
No, single slide, yeah, definitely. One after another will come.
But this.
I will not be visible.
Slideshow that enlarged mode is there, na?
Yeah, that. But it is here. Here it is showing like that only. I don't know. Let us see if it once again. No, it is not coming like that. No.
Yes.
It is to be again. What about now? No. Madam, is it in the slide show mode?
sir, please share entire screen. Please share entire screen. Not the video.
Share?
Entire screen.
Okay, we'll do. What is that? Entire screen, okay.
Entire screen.
But then presentation will... Is it okay now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I am Dr. Sanjeev Kumar, Scientist E and Officer in Charge of Desert Regional Center, Zoological Survey of India, Jodhpur Center. I'm going to give you a quick glance of what is a Desert Regional Center, its scope, mandate, work, area, jurisdiction, and the achievements which have been made. I'll first off onset, I'll congratulate each one of these students of PG Diploma course in Integrative Animal Taxonomy that they have taken a very right decision, right choice to enter into this taxonomy field with institution like ZSI, which is a mega institute, a very jargon, information, knowledge and mandate it has. So I am very hopeful and wish all of you that you are going to have a very good knowledge gained out of this course once you end up with this course after 10 months or whatever the time period is. So good wishes to all of you. And now, Desert Regional Center of Zoological Survey of India, Jodhpur, was established way back in June 1960. We are unable to work out its day because there are too many days came up. Therefore, this has been put into June 1960 in the name of Desert and Gangetic Plain Regional Station. So earlier there were these stations, these regional centers were called stations, and because of their area which was having Gangetic Plain in it, it was named Gangetic Plain Regional Station as well, under second 5-year plan to survey the faunal diversity of desert biome. But later in 1965, due to its characteristic changes in its boundary, it was renamed as at present. Though it was earlier station, but then became center. So the jurisdiction of the center is spread over 21,53,293 square kilometer area of Rajasthan and Gujarat, covering 33 districts of each state. That means both these states are having 33 districts each. And one of the unique thing with this Rajasthan and Gujarat is the biggest district of India is with this state of Rajasthan, and another district, second biggest district of Gujarat, that is Kutch, is also falls in the jurisdiction of Desert Regional Center. One of the basic thing behind that, Rajasthan at present in area wise is the biggest district in India. So we have got a largest area as far as area is concerned. We have got largest area of in India from the point of view of jurisdiction. You could see that this area encompasses 7 national parks, 48 wildlife sanctuaries, 3 tiger reserves, 3 Ramsar sites, 13 conservation reserves, and 41 important bird areas. If we talk about the ecological format of this landscape of Gujarat and Rajasthan, the region comprises of ecologically important diverse areas such as Great Indian Desert, or we call it as popularly called Thar Desert. This has got one component which is also part of it is the Great Run of Kutch and the oldest mountain range, Aravallis. So before Himalaya alone, the Aravalli range existed, and we have got these 3 important ecological zones or ecological entities with this regional center. Now here only I will just explain little more, because later maybe we will be dealing with this Run of Kutch is a very unique ecosystem in the entire world, where desert ends up into sea. The sea coast is there at the end of the Run of Kutch, and it is a desert. It is a desert which we popularly know as White Run or White Desert. Beside it, it has mighty riverine system also, Chambal, Mahi and Narmada. One of the good thing which we have is Chambal is the river which is an annual river, means flowing throughout the year, and it is the only river which flows in Rajasthan state annually, seasonally. The center has got longest coastline, 24% of India's coastline. That is about 100,600 kilometer long line, dotted with 41 ports. This is also again a very important act which we have and characteristic which we have. The longest coastline, if you see the entire India, this portion of 24% is with this center as part of Gujarat state. Now another thing which is more important and which we focus and for which the center is known is the Great Indian Desert or Thar Desert. This is a unique entity. Like in India, we have got 3 major ecosystems which I call it and we call it that Himalayan ecosystem, coastal marine ecosystem, and desert ecosystem. There are other ecosystems as well, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, like that. There are other entities, but these are 3 major ecosystem entities. That is Himalayan ecosystem, coastal marine ecosystem, and desert ecosystem. So we have got this desert ecosystem, which we call it as also known as Thar Desert. And what is the composition of it? Thar Desert is 13 districts. If you can see here, except one district which is very limited area is falling in the Thar part, others are having major area. There are 2 districts of Punjab and 4 districts of Haryana also falls in Thar Desert, but they are part of our other center, other regional center. The other portion which is joining this is Gujarat. So Gujarat part, again 13 districts of Gujarat, below if you can see, there are 13 districts, 21, 22, 23, 24, like that. They are these numbers. Some of them are partial, districts are partially falling part of a Thar Desert, but some are as a whole. Kutch is one which is entirely part of a Thar Desert. And this is a unique ecosystem on which we pronounce as many things to unique to the word in terms of faunal diversity. Now the center engaged in documentation of rich and diverse faunal resources of Rajasthan and Gujarat state by conducting field surveys and scientific studies. Particularly, we have made lot of studies on different animal groups, ecosystem based. But right now, taxonomic expertise on Lepidoptera, Hymenoptera, Coleoptera, Hemiptera, Arachnida, Pisces, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals are available with the center. These are the expert groups on which we have got scientists working at this center. The details of these scientists which are available with their subject, we have got senior scientists working. Out of 5, 4 are E, 1 is scientist D, there is 1 senior zoological assistant and 1 junior zoological assistant. All are doing very significant and very important work on different animal groups which are shown here. Herpetofauna, aves, mammals, Pisces, amphibia, Columbola, Coleoptera, as I said earlier. And by now, 36 research programs, including EIA, that is Environmental Impact Assessment projects, are completed by the scientists of the center in the jurisdiction area so far. The total holding of this center, holding means the species, specimens identified, are 77,400. Although we have got very handsome collection of about 4 lakh specimens at the center, but 77,400 are identified specimens. Why I am emphasizing this part and putting, because I want to draw attention of these formative students, those who are going to become taxonomists in due course of time, can take interest and can part of a desert ecosystem to identify all this and become important for Zoological Survey of India. So far 68 species, that is of Acarina, Isoptera, Coleoptera, Hemiptera, Hymenoptera, Thyssanoptera, Nematoda and Reptilia were described as new to science by the scientists of this center. So 68 species are this is our credit of the center, that we have got this number of species identified as new to science. Definitely there are projects which are almost 36 projects are there. Some of the projects which I'll just pinpoint is, some of the projects which we have done is studies on plant and soil nematode associated with crops of economic importance. Under this study, we identified a large number of new species. There are studies which are made on quantitative and qualitative studies of plant and soil nematode, was again a very important project which we have carried out. We have carried out projects on wildlife sanctuaries like Kumbhalgarh, Desert National Park, Sambar Lake, Ramsar Site, Pichola, National Wetland, Nal Sarovar. Like that, there are plenty of these studies which you can see here are important, and we have made studies on a diverse subjects or diverse types, both in terms of animal and also of ecosystem. One study which we have completed is on faunal diversity of dry grasslands of Thar Desert, which is a very important. I'll give one statement quickly, that desert is a forest of grasses. So it is not a forest of trees, it is a forest of grasses. So these dry grasslands are actually harboring majority of our species which are prominently available in a landscape of like desert. One achievement with us is there that we have got a National Mission on Himalayan Studies project, a medium grant project on biodiversity conservation and management. This is run by scientists from here, Dr. Rafet Hussain Raina, who is working on documentation, conservation and utilization of indigenous mountain pollinators with special reference to Himalayan bumblebees. Now this is a very good achievement of the center that we are running a project of this nature from here. So far 36 books and more than 900 research papers are published by the center, the scientists, and most of these are listed over here. Among them also there are bigger publications like handbooks or Fauna of India. We have got a Fauna of India written from here on Coleoptera, family Garnidae, and Fauna of India, the Isoptera, handbook on Indian deserts, faunal diversity in Thar Desert. Like that, there are plenty of, especially this center has always been very much focused on fauna of reptiles, because there is a saying over that the reptiles are part of a desert ecosystem. So desert ecosystem synonymizes with its entity in faunal diversity as house of reptiles. So this is where we have done a little more work, and definitely we have done work on some of those wetlands also, some of the wildlife sanctuaries. One big thing is in our region, desert in Rajasthan is having a major entity on which we have been focusing over last 60-70 years, and this has become our focal point for doing any kind of study, because this study can be compared then with any other studies of a Himalayan ecosystem or of coastal marine ecosystem. There are little less studies being conducted from the center on coastal zone. That is, we have got a long coast, as I said and proclaimed, that 1,600 kilometer long, but there are less studies. But because desert was a major ecosystem entity, we have focused more on this. Although we have done very recently one study concluded and a book published on studies on vertebrate faunal diversity of Kutch Biosphere Reserve. This is one of the recently declared biosphere reserves in India, and this has been worked out in terms of vertebrate faunal diversity. We have got facilities, identification and advisory services offered to everyone, students, researchers, scientists, anybody who is coming. Especially we are focusing more on to State Forest Department people, and their problems in terms of confiscated specimens of insects and other animals are also dealt here. We deliver lectures to almost every person, tailored as per the requirement of the end user or the stakeholder, and very good prominence of our center exists in both Rajasthan and Gujarat in terms of our advisory services. We have got library having 3,870 books, I think, plus books are there. Some 21 journals are subscribed from the center. We have got a very good national repository, which you can see over here. This is the National Zoological Collection we are housing in a big hall, and a museum also. And museum is being visited by almost throughout the year, mostly by people, those who are working pertaining to faunal diversity work. That is Forest Department of different states. We've got a modern infrastructure available, like collection with the compact storage system, and this also is focused to those who come, and we teach them how we can keep this animal specimens preserved in a safe condition. Desert Regional Center of Zoological of India, Jodhpur, has also trained successfully some 25 students. And here I would prefer to say, and Madam Mohana knows about it, that we were the first to start this program in India from ZSI, and some 25 students have been trained under Green Skill Development Program, out of which some 10 are now working regular, and some of them, some 16 are working for a small period of time and again, leaving and again joining some of the programs, and majority of them are working on making PBR in Rajasthan state. with this, thank you very much, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sanjeev. Thank you, Dr. Sanjeev.
Thank you, madam.
Wonderful presentation. I'm sure the students would have got a broad idea on the works happening in the Desert Regional Center, Jodhpur. So for the discussion part, I invite you to join a comment session around 3:15 p.m. today. 3:15 to 3:30 p.m. We have the discussion because that time all OCs will be available of today's session.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So to the participants, let me tell you, this presentation which we just saw, that presentation from Desert Regional Center, that center is also based on ecosystem, desert ecosystem. You would have listened, and yesterday we had discussed something like how the regional centers have been formed. So this is one of the center based exclusively for the study of desert systems, but they are also continuing their studies, the adjacent areas of comprising of some wetlands and other habitats. So let us proceed to second presentation today. Dr. Gaurav Sharma, Officer in Charge of Northern Regional Center, Dehradun, is with us. Good morning, Dr. Gaurav. Please.
Good morning, madam. Good morning.
Yeah.
Just sharing my presentation.
नहीं ठीक है आजकल सुधर गया है मेहनत कर रहा है चला डायरेक्टर बनना चाहता है डायरेक्टर बनने के लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ती है
Is the presentation is visible, madam?
You have to go to the slideshow mode.
It is already there, slideshow mode.
What we are seeing is that listing of the slides on the side. You share the entire screen and then you will be able to show the slideshow.
Oh, I shared again.
Please share entire screen.
Yes, it is shared entire screen. 1 second.
Please click on that slideshow.
ये ऐसा टेक्नोलॉजी है दिखने वाला चीज है इट इज नॉट दैट इजी
नहीं होता था कभी कभार प्रॉब्लम होती उस टाइम ड्रेस मंगाए अदरवाइज ऐसे सीधा शुरू में तो हो जाता
पता नहीं ये बस कह रहे हैं कि गूगल मीट वालों ने कुछ इसमें पंगा किया है चेंज कर दिया इसका फॉर्मेट लोग कर रहे हैं ना यूज तो अब जूम तो बड़ा पॉपुलर है जूम में तो वीडियो आता है इसमें वीडियो का ऑप्शन नहीं है जूम में वीडियो का ऑप्शन है बड़ा मजेदार लगता है जूम ये गूगल मीट है ये तो फ्री है ना वो उसमें पैसे लगते हैं
वो पैसे
परचेज करना
जूम में
जूम परचेज करना
फ्री थोड़े
फ्री नहीं है
जो ये फॉरसोन जो
हाँ पैसे पैसे
फीस है
फीस है उसकी पैसे लगते हैं 1000 कुछ 1200 रुपये कुछ बट वो है बड़ा पैलेटेबल मतलब बहुत बढ़िया उसकी जो वो है ना फोकसिंग वाला वो भी बड़ा अच्छा है मतलब क्लियरिटी ज़्यादा है
क्लियरिटी ज़्यादा है
अच्छा ऑपरेशन तो इसमें काफ़ी थे
बहुत सारी
उसमें ऑपरेशन भी ज़्यादा थे
ऑप्शन बहुत
जैसे कल था टीवी वो वीडियो दिखा दी मैं तो वीडियो दिखा देता इनको एक घंटे लेकिन फिर मैंने जाना नहीं पैसे वाला काम इसमें वीडियो तो आता नहीं फिर वो 50 पाउंड की वीडियो था डेजर्ट वाले ना वो दिखा देते वो एक्चुअली हेडक्वार्टर नहीं मारा गया है मेरा वो इसलिए ठीक नहीं है वो त्रिपाठी को पता चलेगा मैंने त्रिपाठी के ही से पेन ड्राइव से मार के निकाल लिया था मुझे पता
It's taking time, madam. Just
बार बार कह रहा था कि दे दूंगा मैंने कहा यार इसमें मेरा क्लिपिंग है तो दे दूंगा ना लेकिन मैं दे नहीं रहा था फिर वो उसने पेन ड्राइव पे रखा उसने निकाला लगाया निकाले कॉपी किया डांसर उसका निकाला
at my display, it is coming full screen.
It is for it may be, but the slideshow option is not yet. Anyway, you can continue. I think this is also visible.
Just you check that next is moving.
No. Only the first slide is visible. Maybe you have shared the tab or
No, I am using
then
PC.
would you like to mail the presentation to me and we can upload from here?
Okay.
Uh, so we can, if you want, I can ask Dehradun to, you mean Solan to do the presentation and then by the time.
Yeah, you can.
सतारी गाड़ी में
I am sending it on in the to you.
Yes, yes. Dr. Avatar,
दोनों में आ जाए
hello.
Hello.
Doctor, are you ready?
Yes. I will share.
Okay.
कौन की थे हेडक्वार्टर वगैरह सब जगह गए वेंकटरमन साहब ने अंजुम ने सबने मुबारकबाद भी दे दी आप भी डाल दो डाल सब फोटो खींच के
So instead of our center from Dehradun, that is Northern Regional Center, we are now having the presentation from High Altitude Research Center, Solan. Dr. Avatar Kaur, officer in charge, will be now presenting the whereabouts of that center.
मैडम बंद है ना मारे ही मुझे काट के पंगा लेगी लेकिन नकल बना रहे थे
Is it coming?
Yeah, it came, but you have to go to the slideshow.
Yes, I will go.
Yeah.
You don't go.
Yes. Yeah, perfect.
This is a repository.
Good morning to everyone. I am officer in charge of High Altitude Regional Center Solan. So I will give you a glimpse of High Altitude Regional Center, what activities the scientists of this center are doing and what type of fauna are present here. So High Altitude Regional Center is one of the regional centers of Zoological Survey of India out of 16. It is located in the Solan in Himachal Pradesh. So these are the primary objectives of this center. It is same as that of Zoological Survey of India. These are the secondary objectives of our center. So this center was established in September 1968. Its jurisdiction is Himachal Pradesh and 2 unit territories, that is Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, which are recently formed. So this area is almost mountainous area and there are present 4 deserts also. All the Himalayan ranges are present in this area. You can see in this Himachal Pradesh, Ladakh and Jammu Kashmir. All the Himalayan ranges are present from Shivalik to Great Himalaya, Pir Panjal, Janskar, Ladakh range, Karakoram range. So that's why the center is called high altitude, because it is dealing with the fauna, high altitude fauna. So in this area the cold deserts are also present. These are the areas in between the high ranges where the monsoons doesn't reach. So here the temperature varies from minus 40 degrees centigrade to plus 40 degrees centigrade. And oxygen is very less and there is strong radiations. So covering this area is very tedious task. This area is also important because of this mixing of oriental fauna and Palearctic fauna is there. In high ranges, typical Palearctic fauna is present, and in Shivalik ranges, lower ranges, oriental fauna is present. And in between there is mixing of both type of fauna. That's why this is very critical area. Now I will tell you about the scientists of our center presently working here. This is myself. I am working on order Lepidoptera of insects, which includes butterflies and moths. I am officer in charge also. This is Dr. Archana Boguna. She is scientist E. She is working on molecular studies, trichotaxonomy, herpetology and forensic science also. This is her photographs visiting in Ladakh. And she is also working on reptiles. This is Dr. T. Kubendran. He is scientist C here. He is working on aquatic insects, including Epimeroptera, Plecoptera and Trichoptera. This is Dr. Kamal Sani. He is assistant zoologist here. He is working on Orthoptera and apes.
Apes?
She is Mrs. Anju Dhar. She is a senior zoological assistant. She is working on moths, some families of moths. He is Shri Akhil Nayak. He is senior zoological assistant and he is also working on moths on selected families. One PDF is also working in our center. She is Dr. Priyanka Kumari. She is working on Ophidia of order Hymenoptera and mainly bumblebees. Bumblebees are very important pollinators in high altitude. This is a glimpse of service from our center in old days when the vehicles were not available, so horses were used because mountainous area it is very difficult to find public transport. But these days vehicles are available and we are using modern techniques for the service including GPS and other environmental to record environmental factors. So this is a protected areas of being covered by our center. It includes Himachal Pradesh and UT of Jammu and Kashmir and UT of Ladakh. In Himachal Pradesh, we have good protected areas, but in Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh, because of disturbance, it is not that much attended to. So in total, under our jurisdiction, there are 9 national parks, 43 wildlife sanctuaries, 37 conservation areas, 1 biosphere reserve, and 7 Ramsar sites. It is important here that in wetlands, there are brackish water lakes, high altitude brackish water lakes, that is Pangantho and Somrari, and there are high altitude lakes, that is Chandratal and Surajtal. These are Ramsar sites and they are very critical. So these are the general landscape of our area, which is being covered by our center. These are the various habitats. So most of the areas we are doing trekking because the vehicle is also not reachable. So these are the protected areas so far covered by our center. So this is a landscape of various wildlife sanctuaries. This is a remote Himalayan ecosystem covered by our center. This is a landscape of that ecosystem. Here you can see Bhojpatra forest. It is last tree line and after that alpine region starts. This is Chandrabhaga river flowing through this Pandi valley and this is a very small lake and it is in very at very high altitude around about 4,000 meters and to reach that lake we are to trek around about 16-20 kilometers. We have also covered the whole desert of Spiti Valley. This is a landscape of Spiti Valley. In Spiti Valley, you can have many things highest in the world. This is a highest petrol pump. So here highest post office also. So these areas are of extreme altitude and there is no tree line, totally barren landscape. Ladakh expedition has also been arranged by our center in 2008. So these are the various areas of Ladakh. These are the various teams of this expedition. This is first group. This is second group. This is third, fourth, and fifth. These are the scientists working in Ladakh during this expedition. This is the Pangantho Lake, and these are the moths being collected by the scientists of our center. So this is how we are spending time and relaxing during the surveys. So surveys are also very tedious because deserts are totally sandy. So sometimes we have vehicle problems also. So it is a tough, very tough to cover these areas. Here altitude problems are also there. Oxygen is very less, radiations are very high, and then there is no transport sport or people sport because it is devoid of any population. So a lot of landslides are also there in the area, so we are sometimes stranded on the way. So this is how we are relaxing during the surveys. So these are the total national zoological collections present in our center. In total we have nearly 39,000 specimens. And the various surveys we have taken and publications also, 25 books have been published by our center and more than 600 papers have been published by our center. 39,000. Doctor degree has also been awarded, junior research fellows also entertained here and PDF also. So this is our entomological laboratory. So where our entomological collections are present. This is Anju Dhar. She is senior zoological assistant. She is working on moths and studying the collections in the laboratory. These are the type collections. Type collections are very important, and actually it is set to a center. So we have 1,640 type specimens. Here you can see the type specimens. The green label is paratype and red label is holotype. Here you can see here, this is the identification of the holotype, and this is the locality, date and altitude, and this is a paratype, and this is the name, locality, date and altitude. So these are actually original specimens on which we are reporting a new species. This is our vet laboratory where vet collections, especially of fishes, amphibia, reptiles are kept. So these are the mobile storage units where these this jars, these vet collections are present. Here our scientist is explaining to students about the vet collections. So this is our Leica microscope where students and scientists are working on detailed taxonomic studies. This is a microscope with attached camera. These are some of the facilities present in our center. So these are the major contribution, new discoveries, new genera, new species have been discovered by our center. Then status survey has been done. Some species have been rediscovered, especially earthworm. And environmental impact assessment studies has also been done. So these are some of the publications of our center. So these are the documents published on various protected areas, remote Himalayan ecosystem. So these are some of the books published by our center. This is the book on Indian Trans-Himalaya. It is cold desert area. So in this we have covered 3,000, nearly 3,000 species of various groups. An important part of our center is recently constructed faunal repository. Actually, faunal repositories are specially made by government to deposit the collection, especially holotypes and paratypes, so that they should be protected in our, because these are our national wealth, they should be protected in our country. So National Faunal Repository of Himalayan Ecosystem has been constructed in our center and was inaugurated last year only. So this is the inauguration. It is done by Honorable our Secretary of Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change. This is our Head of Forest Force of Himachal Pradesh. This is our Director, sir, and this is the Secretary. These are the mobile storage systems present in the Himalayan repository, and these are the exhibits on the walls of Himalayan repository. This is the vet storage system, first floor, second floor entomology system, and this is top floor where interactive room and with modern LEDs are present. So this is the Museum of ZSI Solan. So we have birds by taxidermy, original birds and mammals, and in addition to that we have LED frames also where fauna is exhibited. So various students, university teachers, this is the from Patiala, one group of teachers has come. So this is the from Shimla, Himachal Pradesh University, teachers training course was there, so they have come to visit the our museum. So this is our library. So training has also been given on the biodiversity of Himalaya by the scientists of our center. It includes students. In field also we are giving training. This is under the Green Skill Development Program. Dr. Shri Akhil Nair, Senior Zoological Assistant, is telling to the students how to conduct surveys in the field. So this training is being given to students how to track the insect specimen. This is Mahinder Verma. He is Senior Zoological Assistant. He is giving the training. So in addition to giving the information to the students in our center, we are going outside also to the school to give knowledge to students about the importance of biodiversity. So these are the various activities. These are the training programs organized by our center. These are the exhibits. We are putting stalls also to in various exhibitions to make aware people about the biodiversity of Himalayan ecosystem. These are the various stalls being visited. These are the awards also won by our center during the exhibition. So students were competitions on nature and biodiversity were also arranged in our center. So during this Corona period, we have organized webinars also to make students aware about the biodiversity. This was covered by local channel because during Corona, public cannot come to our center. So the media, they tried to make a documentary to show it on the TV. So this is a little. Thank you.
Harshness, difficulty, difficult terrain, harsh climate, low population.
Actually,
Thank you, Dr. Rajmana.
Yeah, anything left? Any video you wanted to play?
Actually, it was there, but it is not coming up.
Not playing. Okay.
Not playing. It was a small video about our center. Yes.
No population,
But you
difficult.
have
तो आपने तो खूबियाँ बताई ना यूनिक
Thank you very much, Dr. Ravda. So please join us for the discussion around 3:15 p.m. Thank you. And to the participants, let me tell you, this particular center, High Altitude Research Center Solar, along with our Northern Regional Center, Dehradun, both of these centers are mainly focused on studies of fauna based in Himalayas. So you will be getting to know from them some details of some unique fauna of Himalaya. Dr. Gaurav, your presentation has not yet reached me. As soon as it reaches me, we'll.
I had sent, madam. I had sent.
Maybe it takes time, maybe 5 minutes, we'll wait.
Okay.
So let me go on to Jabalpur now. Presentation by Jabalpur Center. Dr. Sampath, are you there? Yeah. Dr. Sampath, please unmute your phone. Please unmute your mic. Dr. Sampath?
Yes, yes, madam.
Yes. So, good morning. So now we will have your presentation, Central Zone Regional Center.
Dr. Rajmana, can I show the video directly from the computer?
Yeah, okay, okay. Dr. Sampath, please wait a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है हमें थोड़ी हम ये नहीं हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है किसको एड्रेस कर रहे हैं कितनी बात बतानी है
ये बात खूब हुआ वहाँ
Is it visible?
Yes. Yes.
सबसे
डिस्कार्डेड सेंटर है
Yeah, now it's visible. You can explain in between like what it is.
This is the outside of our center. It is a hilly area, so it is just to show. This is the entomological collections. These are mobile storage units, and here entomological collections are pinned and stored as per standard technique. So this Mrs. Anjudhar is showing. This is wet collections. These are present in jars. And these are present from high altitudes. This reptiles, snakes, fishes, amphibia, these are kept. This is our library. So various books are displayed here, covering different topics.
इसलिए हम लोग सेंटर को बता रहे हैं सेंटर रिफ्लेक्ट करना चाहिए
हर बार सेंटर में जो काम कर रहा है टीचर में उसका कोई मीनिंगफुल
लाइब्रेरी में तो पता है
This is repository, recently constructed repository. This is a mobile storage unit. Here type collections are present. In repository there are separate rooms for type collections. This is our museum. So you can see the LED displayed here. This is the high altitude fauna of Spiti Valley, cold desert. So here various mammal species, birds are their original and they are stocked by taxidermy and they are displayed in the showcases. So people are being made aware about the biodiversity of our Himalayan ecosystem. These are the birds. These are also original birds and these are stocked by taxidermy. So various birds of Himalaya, they are displayed here in the showcases. They are all original specimens.
तो भी तो देखिए मैडम आपका म्यूजिक
देखिए मैडम ऐसे हो गई
इसका नहीं है घूमने का नहीं है कंट्रीब्यूशन होगा ना इनका
तो है नहीं यार किसका कंट्रीब्यूशन है
Thank you.
बेट इलेक्शन
So it was a small video just to give you a glimpse of
रोड भी जाता है नीचे से गुरुद्वारा भी है
our center, that's how various labs, museum and repository, Himalayan repository are there. Thank you very much, Dr. Rajmana.
Thank you, Dr. Avtar. So we could get a small glimpse. It was very useful for the students. Certainly. Yeah, thank you. So Dr. Sampath, sorry for that little bit confusion over there.
नहीं मजाक
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Now over to you. Please introduce yourself.
मजाक थोड़ी उड़ा रहा हूँ बात कर रहा हूँ
हमें पता चलेगा बड़वारा कहाँ से देखो मेरे को सारा जो आपने बोला मैंने सारा रिकॉर्ड कर लिया है
अच्छी बात है उसमें क्या है बताइए
It's perfect.
बाद में पता
Okay,
चलेगा
thank you, madam. Sir, myself, Dr. Sampath, MC and Officer of India, Central Zone Regional Center, Jabalpur. It is one of the 16th regional centers located in the central India. These are our buildings. You can have a look.
These are our buildings.
This is the entrance part of
These are our buildings.
having these beautiful map of this regional center covering the site of Chhattisgarh. We have also a museum. This is our going to first floor.
ओरिजिनल
I got मतलब हमारी भी ना classic है हम लोग.
Yeah, now I will come to brief information about our
About
regional
that
center.
size yes.
The Central Zone Regional Center, located in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, was established in February 1960 under the second five-year plan of Government of India. It is one among the 16 regional centers of the Zoological Survey of India under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India.
उन
The
बच्चों के
jurisdictional area of the center include the central province of India, mainly comprising of two states, that is Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, which is covering an area of about 4,43,400.
क्या उसमें उनको
हमें तो उन्हें अट्रैक्ट करना होगा.
उनको ल्योर करना है
ये हमारे पास में क्या यूनिकनेस है.
यहाँ पे मतलब कुछ कर सके हम आगे सर्च कर सके कुछ कर सके
वो देखो बिल्डिंग देखो उसकी क्या
वो भी तो
बिल्डिंग
वो भी कोई
बिल्डिंग में ऐसा लग रहा है.
देखो उसकी
क्या हो गया इसमें वीडियो होगी ये तो चली गई सर चली गई
अरे पुरानी कोई लगा देते वाइट वॉश की वक्त की
Slide was not moving.
Yes, yes, 1 minute.
जब बिल्कुल इसका शुरुआत
Actually, I am running with mobile. Actually.
लेटेस्ट भी नहीं आती
हाँ।
उसका जो
ऊपर
एरियल
व्यू है जी
3 डायमेंशनल
सर देखिए अभी तक पुरानी फोटो नहीं यूज कर रहे कि नहीं कर रहे
इनका तो चल रहा है ना वो कॉलेज स्कूल टाइम का
ऐसा
नहीं
कुछ
हुआ
नहीं पता है एक्चुअली.
कौन सा डब्ल्यूआई बच्चों
नहीं जब जिस दिन उन्होंने ज्वाइन किया था ना
नहीं तो
उस दिन एक फोटो की थी वही ये सब
वो रिसेंटली पहले भी जब इंटरव्यू में थे
इंटरव्यू में नहीं था
Sorry for interruption.
दूसरा फोटो है
It's okay. You can continue, please.
Yeah.
आई एम जब रहे थे जब
So,
पूरे
this jurisdictional area of the center province of India, mainly consisting of these two states, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, covering an area of 4,46 square kilometers. It forms a part of the Deccan Plateau biogeographic zone of India. It is an green forest rich in flora and fauna. There are 2 biosphere reserves, 6 tiger reserves, 11 national parks, and 25 wildlife sanctuaries in Madhya Pradesh, followed by 1 biosphere reserve, 1 tiger reserve, 3 national park and 11 sanctuaries located in the state of Chhattisgarh. The center is undertaking field survey to explore, document and conserve the rich fauna resources of this region. The unique location, the geographic area is bounded by the upper Gangetic plains in the north, the Godavari Valley in the south, the plains of Gujarat in the west, and Odisha and Bihar state in the east. The objective of the regional center, it is this objective included in the primary and the secondary objectives of the Zoological Survey of India. The first we have 5 objectives: holistic survey of various ecosystem of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, status survey of endangered fauna and studies on ecology and behavior of animals, taxonomic revisionary studies of various fauna groups, collaborative research program with the other research institutions, environmental impact assessment studies for various developmental activities, training capacity building programs on fauna documentation, conservation and taxonomy.
हमारा contribution क्या है?
So we have expertise, myself working
Projects कौन से हमने क्या
on Lepidoptera, followed by Coccinellidae and Methodea
कौन से
taxonomy.
हमारे पास अच्छे वाले
My colleague Dr. Prajwal Mohatra, scientist, he is also working on taxonomy, biology, ecology and conservation of various fauna groups,
scientific
including herpetofauna and scorpions. Dr. Saipari Sailo, scientist, working on amphibian taxonomy and conservation. Srimati Pallavi Priyadarshini, zoologist, is working on molluscan and orthoptera taxonomy. So since inception, we taken a lot of programs, of which the habitat and movement of bats of central India, faunal diversity of Narmada Valley, taxonomy and ecology of osteopoda of central India, taxonomy of spiders of central India, butterfly of Madhya Pradesh, woodennate of Madhya Pradesh, tetrachate mites of Madhya Pradesh, freshwater fish of Madhya Pradesh, faunal diversity of protected area of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Here we published faunal diversity of Kana Tiger Reserve, faunal diversity of Bandhavgarh National Park, faunal diversity of Pench Tiger Reserve, faunal diversity of what is called Singori Wildlife Sanctuary, faunal diversity of Veerapana Durgavati Wildlife Sanctuary, and like that we have documented that this I will show later on. Followed by relationship between aquatic animal and trap of plants, environmental impact assessment studies of Narmada Sagar and Bansagar Canal, Uttar Pradesh, faunal diversity of osteopoda and Cladostropha from Madhya Pradesh, taxonomy studies on small mammal of central India, taxonomy studies on the geometric fauna of Madhya Pradesh, taxonomy studies on the crambidae fauna of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, status survey of critically endangered sacred group bush roaches and silvertip. So we are also handled and handling externally funded project. The first completed program is Smart Diversity of Pachmari Biosphere Reserve, Madhya Pradesh, funded by Ministry of Environment Forest. Another program study on amphibian diversity of central India with identification of critical species seeking interactive taxonomic approach funded by DSP SDRB. Caspian fauna of Madhya Pradesh and documentation of traditional knowledge associated with them funded by Madhya Pradesh State Biodiversity Board. We are also having long-term ecological monitoring of herpetofauna in central Indian landscape in collaboration with the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Megafauna of central India from Pleistocene to Anthropocene. This program funded by Madhya Pradesh State Biodiversity Board. During the national webinar we conducted on faunal diversity of India. That webinar made a platform for this megafauna of central India from Pleistocene, Anthropocene, funded by the State Biodiversity Board, and amount of certified. It is a good outcome from our webinar. We are also having program Herpetofauna of Deccan Peninsula, Caspian fauna of Deccan Peninsula, freshwater places of India, and Namabidae fauna of India. Here we recently we we have visited the fossil fossil fauna of India. One nearby district of Andhra, where we visited this area actually. Here we found nest of diameter near about 6 to 7 individuals. Out of which we got one that is displayed in our museum. And our center also contributed a lot of new records to India as well as both state of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Recently, we also new record added to India. What is called Sikkim. These are the coast species, and our center also contributed 30 new species, including Hemipilotactylus, Hemipilotactylus minimus, one species of snake, Pectola landanica, two species of frog, Minervaria and Minervaria, three species of cicada, one species of reindeer, and over 21 species of native scientists described due to science by scientists of the center. On the publication, since its inception, the scientists of the center published a amount of 30 books, 4 in the research sector, and popular articles in various national and international journals. And we have infrastructure structure and research facilities. We have a microscope, modern microscope, we have a library, and we also have insect cabinets. For wet collection, dry insect collection, and we have museum that I will show later on. Insect cabinet. And the development of museum, here cataloging and maintenance of fauna collection in the museum was done from time to time by different experts available in the regional center. Models of 10 species of birds and a life-size model of Indian rock python has been displayed in the museum. The museum has been updated with posters on threatened fauna of Central India, fauna diversity of India, potentially dangerous snakes of Central India, and first aid treatment along with the various fauna of the region. Training and extension activities we are also entering. Training program on collection, identification, preservation, and museum maintenance of zoological collection are conducted for students, researchers, and scientists from time to time. Invited talk, lecture on various subjects related to fauna diversity, biodiversity conservation, and museum maintenance are delivered to the student as well as institution on request basis. We also have identification and advisory services. Rendered researchers and scientists of college, university, and research institute based on taxonomist expertise available with this center.
यूनिकनेस क्या है?
चैलेंजिंग जो
वर्ड है
चैलेंजिंग
उसे बोल दिया था एक बार वो नेशनल स्टडीज not approachable by vehicle.
वहाँ ये कन्वीनियंट है, it has got a very high temperature where people are able to die during heat stroke and
हमारे पास तो वो ब्रोमीन के पीट है, उसमें तो सर्वे नहीं कर सकते आप.
This is small habitat showcase
ब्रोमीन
where we display
बॉक्स है, चला जाएगा
बस रेडिएशन हो जाएगी उसकी.
and some fishes, some birds,
हमारे पास कौन से कम हार्श है
some
और हार्श है.
invertebrates.
अपने आप में अपने ये यूनिक है, ये वाला सेंटर अपने आप में यहाँ की
जैसे
इकोसिस्टम है, इकोसिस्टम है अपने आप में.
अपने आप में
और हमने तो यूनिक
इसने वीडियो अच्छी बनाई है. उसके पास कैमरे में अच्छे हैं ना सब लोग.
Taurus crane, one of the important birds in the central region. Some beautiful butterflies and mammals
कहाँ पे?
and birds, veteran birds. We also have some
actually मैं ऐसे करता था, इन सब का कोई mean नहीं
skeleton of various animals.
एक बार बोल
And
दिया
this
तो
one
बार-बार
actually
भी
some
बोल
fossil.
हाँ, रेपिटेशन तो बहुत है.
This
रेपिटेशन
one underground we have museum recently
दिखाना है तो यूनिक
recently
स्पीशीज
opened by our respected director.
जो है जैसे हमारे पास गुड़ावन है.
बिल्डिंग दिखाने का तो कोई ज्यादा मैंने भी सोचा था फोटोग्राफ करो. मैंने बिल्डिंग से क्या लेना देना.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sampath.
Talking about subject.
You have extensively covered all
आपने
major
हटा दिया.
aspects from your center. So please join us for the discussion, which is scheduled around 3:15 p.m. today. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome. So Dr. Gaurav Sharma, let us see whether we can upload it from here. Just please wait for a second.
थोड़ा सा कंप्रेहेंसिव ही बात करेंगे हमें ज्यादा अपने बारे में लोग
उसमें मेरी फोटो बैठी है पूरा कोई और बैठा हुआ है।
कहाँ पे
सर के ऊपर
ये आप बैठे
हाँ, मेरी है ना।
हाँ
आप है मैडम?
अरे आप ही हैं।
कमाल हो गया।
इसमें तो बालू
Yeah, I hope the screen is visible now.
हाँ हाँ वो पीछे खड़े हैं।
हाँ खड़े हैं।
Yes, madam.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, all of you. Dr. Rajmona, the
ये तो
course
चार तारीख का
coordinator,
है फोटो।
all the students, those who joined this postgraduate diploma course, and the OCs of the regional centers.
5 तारीख को ईद थी।
Welcome all of you to Zoological Survey of India. Just next slide. This is to inform you that Zoological Survey of India was established on 1st August 1960 under second 5-year plan. Initially, the beginning period, only the 5 scientists and 9 supporting staffs. And the jurisdiction of center, if we will say, comprises the entire state of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, and Union Territory, Chandigarh. The center, since upgraded till now, we are having the sanctioned strength of 59. In that, the 9 scientists and 50 supporting staff. But currently, we are having around 23 total staff out of 59. And we are having our own building at Kolagarh, Dehradun.
own building
We are having our own building.
our own building
So at present in the center, we are having the 5 scientists. First myself, I am working on odonata, lepidoptera and mammals. Then Dr. Vinita Sharma, she is working on nematodes. Then Dr. Anil Kumar, he is working on apes, amphibian and mammals also. Dr. Sanjay D. Ponikar, he is working on lepidoptera and pisces. And Dr. B.N. Satish Kumar, he is working on protozoa and molecular laboratory. And then Dr. C.K. Mandal, he is working on Annelida. Next. So if we will say about the publication, around more than 800 publications published. In that 350 were brought out only in the Western Himalaya fauna. And at present, the state fauna, if we will say the fauna of Delhi is published by JSI, fauna of Uttarakhand is published, fauna of Uttar Pradesh is published, fauna of Punjab is published, fauna of Haryana is published. And if we will say about the ecosystem fauna, we had published fauna of Western Himalaya, fauna of Shivalik ecosystem Punjab, fauna of Western Dudh Shivalik, fauna of Hassan wetland. Next. And Hassan wetland is the first Ramsar site declared by Government of India in October 2020. Now, if you will say about the conservation areas publications, we had published fauna of Corvat National Park, fauna of Rajaji National Park, fauna of Nanda Devi National Park, fauna of Govind Pasu Vihar, fauna of Solavarti Wildlife Sanctuary, fauna of Dudhwa National Park, fauna of Nanda Devi Biosphere. All the documents you will download from faunaofIndia.nic.in. Next.
You can download it. You will download it.
So these are the some of the publications, cover page of publications, fauna of Corvat Tiger Reserve, Govind Pasu Vihar, Dehradun district also. Next. So these are also the fauna books which we are published from this channel. Next.
Online.
These are the Indian wetland birds. One complete album is published from this center, which covers around 310 species. Then fauna of Hassan wetland is published. Globally threatened Indian fauna is also published from this center. Next. If we will say about environment impact studies, around 6 environment impact studies were conducted from this center. That is on Vyas Link Canal project, then Ramganga Hydel project dam, then Sureli Barrage in Dudhwa National Park, then Gauri Ganga Stage Hydroelectric Power, then Tehri Dam Hydel project, and then in Haridwar. Next. And some of the important projects undertaken by NRC, that is one is Northern India, then
I will
Indian
see you,
wetland
बोलेगा
birds
भी।
and their
I will
conservation,
see you.
then
I
habitat
will see you,
biodiversity, studies on the biodiversity
If you
ecosystem
will, I will
of
see you.
Punjab, inventariization of fauna
Yes,
diversity
you will,
national parks
बोलेगा।
and protected Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, State Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan, Database on Animal Resources of India, Geospatial Atlas of Wetland Birds of Thar Desert, Pictorial Handbook of Common Butterflies of Uttarakhand, Wildlife of UP Hills, Ecology and Ethology Spotted Deer, Ordinate of Western Himalaya, Fauna of Delhi, Fauna of Sultanpur National Parks in Haryana. Next.
ये सब पढ़ने की
Then
जरूरत कहाँ है?
trichotaxonomy and molecular study that is conducted by Dr. Archana Bahuguna, also was posted at Solon Center, and diversity of nematode in Bovine Wildlife Sanctuary, taxonomy studies on Hymenoptera, modern molecular characterization of butterflies, taxonomy studies on
आपने बड़ी
Acadia,
बताया उसमें
fauna of
जो
Sonovalli
जो
Wildlife Sanctuary, fauna of Palestine National Parks, fauna of Jilgit Jilgit. These all documents are published from this center.
जैसे हमने कहा कि यहाँ पे मेजर काम जो हुआ है वो लेफ्ट टाइम पे हुआ है
This is a library around more than 4,000 books in the library and around 32 journals we are receiving every year. Next.
Receiving every year. Journals.
This is a museum building of JSA NRC Dehradun. Next. These are the glimpse of the museum that now we are doing the renovation and modernizing that. Around 520 specimens belongs to different faunal groups. They are exhibited here, displayed here, and also we are having a Western Himalayan diorama. Next. Then we are having a modern insect storage compactor around 4. So in that all the old collections we had shifted in that and otherwise and book wise. Next.
Now we will be shifting again.
Also, the molecular systematic laboratory is running in the center, and we are having around now 4 students, those who are working on the different aspects. This is the Western Himalaya Research Laboratory, which is inaugurated in 2018. So there, our that scientists and collections are kept in that building. Next. The center is also having a visiting scientist hostel. In that, every month 2 or 3 scientists they are coming and they are also doing that identification of and also even the dignitaries from the ministries they also stayed in this visiting scientist hostel.
Dignitaries from ministry.
So this is a brief about Zoological Survey of India Northern Regional Center. Because it is difficult to send a heavy file to Dr. Rajmona and due to some problem that it is not moving. And every month we are conducting 2-3 webinars. I don't know how it happens. So okay, we will meet all the students next time and we will interact with you. Any help if you people want on any issue, you just email us and we will provide you the information. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Dr. Gaurav. So the student participants would have got a broad idea regarding the fauna and the related ecosystem of areas under your jurisdiction. Thanks a lot. And please do join.
Madam, at 3:15 I will be not available because I was charged by principal secretary for a meeting. Yeah. So Dr. Nita will be there. He will attend.
Okay,
Next.
fine.
Thank you so much.
आप तो कुछ देख लीजिए.
शांति बंद करनी है.
So next, we have Dr. Narendra Sharma with us, officer in charge from our Itanagar Center. So, welcome Dr. Narendra Sharma. Please.
Okay, I am presenting.
It's a long time since I met you.
Yeah.
आपको कोई अगर मिनिस्ट्री में अगर मिलता है तो फायदा है. इससे नजदीक सबसे नजदीक यही है.
तो नजदीक वो भी वो तो सिटी से भी दूर है अंदर कैंपस.
क्या चीज?
देहरादून सेंटर.
नहीं ठीक है.
Is it visible?
Yeah, perfect. The slideshow is here.
दिल्ली वालों के लिए जो
Very good morning to all. Dr. Raj Mohana, coordinator of the program, postgraduate diploma in integrated animal taxonomy. So I am Dr. Narendra Sharma, officer in charge, Zoological Survey of India, Itanagar. So I am going to present the brief introduction about the center. So this is our first slide, and this is the photograph of the center. So just I want to give you the brief introduction of the Arunachal Pradesh. So because this center's introduction is only one state, that is Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh, known as the land of dawn lit mountains, is a thinly populated and mountainous tract on the easternmost part of India. So the population of the Arunachal is very less and thinly populated. The higher areas, especially the peaks of the Great Himalayas, remain snow-capped throughout the year. There is a great altitudinal variation from less than 100 meters to above 5,000 meters in the state. Arunachal Pradesh forms a part of Eastern Himalaya global biodiversity hotspot and is also among the 200 globally important ecoregions. The state displays high degree of endemism and comparatively higher incidence of rare and threatened taxa. So such unparalleled distinction can be attributed primarily due to unique geophysical positioning of the state in the transition zone, because on the one side of the state is the Palearctic region with the China border, and the other side is the Oriental region, Oriental biogeographic regions. So being in the ecotone of the two regions, that is Palearctic and Oriental, due to edge effect, the state possesses biotic elements from both the regions as well as have its explicit components, and thus it presents Indo-Chinese, Indo-Malayan, Indo-Burmese and Indian biotic components. This has earned the state the distinction of one of the main corridors for eastern entrant of the Indian sub-region. That is why it is also referred as an active center of organic evolution. So establishment of the center. So recognizing the importance of the state in terms of faunal diversity, Government of India established the Arunachal Pradesh Center of the Zoological Survey of India on 31st January 1983 at Itanagar under the 7th 5-year plan, mainly to augment and explore the knowledge on faunal wealth of Arunachal Pradesh. So jurisdiction, what is the jurisdiction of the center? The jurisdiction of the center includes only one state, that is Arunachal Pradesh. In the whole Northeast India, we have only one state. So Arunachal Pradesh, northeastern state with an area of 83,743 square kilometers, having 13 wildlife sanctuaries, 1 orchid sanctuary, 2 national parks, 3 tiger reserves, and 8 community reserves, 1 biosphere reserve, and 1 biosphere reserve, with a cumulative area of approximately 12,000 square kilometers. So in Arunachal Pradesh, total protected area is 12,000 square kilometers. This is the vegetation, forest and vegetation pattern of Arunachal Pradesh. So here in Arunachal Pradesh, there are tropical forests, subtropical forests, temperate forests, subalpine forests, alpine forests. So tropical from 100 to 900 meters, subtropical 900 to 1900 meters, temperate forests are there, subalpine 2500 to 3500, alpine 3500 to 5500. We have alpine forests. So this is the vegetation pattern on Arunachal Pradesh. This is well marked in the map. So where we have the coniferous mountain forest, where we have temperate mountain forest, where we have tropical, subtropical mountain forest. So everything is there in the map. So
is appropriate, smart.
So just have a final glimpse what we have in Arunachal Pradesh up till what is discovered in Arunachal Pradesh. So the faunal diversity of Arunachal Pradesh. So we have protozoa 67 species, invertebrates 4,384 species, and vertebrates 1,090. 7 species. Vertebrate diversity, we have Pisces, 231 species, amphibians 65, reptilia 108, apes 539, mammalia 154 species. And in vertebrates, we have total 438
तो हमारे पास
the maximum number of species
there is a possibility that they join GSI or any organization for that.
These are the other groups.
You may not be having
Arunachal
that
Pradesh.
benchmark for
In India,
yourself.
Bloody Elements
So we called as
least was a lot of schools in some groups for further studies.
You can gain
Don't
this
know what
in the
much
course
has
of
been
time.
done on these
And as
groups.
you grow,
This is the insect diversity.
3 years maturity, 10 years
There are
maturity.
21 orders reported from Arunachal Pradesh insect orders, and total we have
There has to be a difference.
819 species of
See, that is
insects.
not different. Then probably you are coming and going
So,
and because you
with respect
should
to
also
endemism, if
not alone in
we
terms
talk
of
about
research,
endemism, so
but as a
Pisces has
personality
the
of
highest
a
number of species, that is
scientist.
67 number of species.
not as a
Endemic.
Hazara.
Arunachal Pradesh, 16 amphibians,
As a scientist,
5 reptiles,
that
6
development should
and
also
8
go
number
on.
of species
So
of
apart
mammals
from having
are
your knowledge of
endemic.
subject, of your group or of your
So here at APS CJSI International at present we have
knowledge
full
of
strength, that is
how to
4
deliver it to the people.
4 posts and 4 number of
And
scientists
how
are here.
appropriately you should use those
So myself, I am Dr. Narendra
terminology,
Sharma,
facts,
I am working
details,
on
important logical
And I have experience
derivatives,
of more than 20 years.
then focus
I
you
have,
also in your language. क्योंकि आप खुद
I have complete
क्या
project
होता है तो इसमें
that
आज
is release of butterfly fauna of
मेरे को
Arunachal Pradesh.
पीछे भी रख सकते
So
हो
due to COVID, I could not
इसको
undertake
पता
this
है
survey.
कि इससे शुरू करो बाद में तो मामला गोली हो जाएगा
I hope to conduct.
मैं आपका
ध्यान था लास्ट में ऐसा बता
उसको समझ है
These are
वो
the
जानती है वो
new
किस चीज को
species which I
इसके बाद में फिर
described
मामला यही होगा
India.
ऐसे यू आर गोइंग
And Myanmar.
कुछ भी हो सकता है
Butterfly
और एक बात बात
species,
करो, कोशिश करिए आप
genus,
आईएनजी वर्ड का इस्तेमाल
and I have published 70 papers and book chapters.
हमारी आदत है क्योंकि हम हिंदी को अंग्रेजी में बदलते हैं तो आईएनजी
This is
आईएनजी
Dr. Santabala Devi
और
Guruman,
सोच
scientist.
समझ
He is working on physical science and
ये दो बातें आपको
malacology.
बता रहा
He
हूँ
has
मीनिंगफुल बात है
18 years experience.
I waited long for you.
At present, she is working on 3 projects.
I waited.
This is tales of Arunachal
मैंने
Pradesh,
इंटरनेशनल
fauna,
नेशनल लेवल
Siang
पे
River,
ये कौन है जी
fauna of Manik Wildlife Sanctuary in Jala,
शांता गुरु
Wildlife Sanctuary
ऐसे ऐसे नाम
in Manipur. So it is a collaborative project with the headquarters. That's why she is in this project.
हाँ
And she has published 47 articles, 3 books to. She has published 7 species new science from
हाँ
especially
waited.
from Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram also and Manipur also. One from Mizoram and one from
और
Manipur.
बड़ा अच्छा आदमी जिसकी अंग्रेजी को ठीक ठाक माना जाता रहा है
These are the new species he has described.
I waited for
This is new species Chana Pomansis is described from nearby river, that is
wait
Poma
wait
river.
होता है
That's why
तो मैं
the
कहूँगा
name of the species is Poma.
you are Buddhist person of this
He is Dr. Vikramjit Sinha, scientist.
Buddhist.
He specializes
Good, good,
in
Buddhist.
freshwater biology and
Then go to better best
He has more than 18 years research experience.
ये देखिए
He is
सर
project is currently he is currently working on studies on platypus diversity of some of the bacterial ancestors from Arunachal Pradesh.
ये सारी fish पकड़ता है हम
पता ही
He
नहीं
has published 51 articles, books 4, book chapters 23, and described number of new species, 14 on amphibia and zooplanktons, etc. These are the 2 new species photographs here.
जू प्लैंकटन
She is Dr. Temjin Mangla, scientist. She is working on the taxonomy of millipedes. She has experience more than 4 years and publications developed. She is only scientist, I think. She is working on the millipedes from Northeast India.
Ilona.
No other person is working on millipedes.
डाल सकता है
अच्छा
absconding हो जाती
अरे
These are some of the photographs of the millipedes.
डायरेक्ट बैटिंग दे चुका है गायब हो जाती है बिना
And a major project undertaken at ZSI APSC Itanagar, one of Kali Valley Wildlife Sanctuary, one of York Forest Reserve,
मुझे ही लगा
one of Eastern Himalayas,
वहाँ पर ही
and amphibians of Arunachal Pradesh, logistic expedition to Dihang River Biosphere Reserve, holistic expedition to Gawang City of Arunachal Pradesh, faunal expedition in Namda Tiger Reserve of Arunachal Pradesh, on an invitation of Grand Series of Arunachal Pradesh, study will be based in lower Swansea studies on political diversity in practical areas of
शिलोंग में है इलोना तो
So just like
अच्छा हाँ ये तो जो ये और है
brief
ना
introduction of the project. But the significant highlights, three new state records
कैसे लिखें, क्या ड्राफ्ट करें, कैसे करें, तुम इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा। ये हालात क्या है यहाँ पर? सर ऐसे कर दिया, ऐसे बोल देती है, ऐसे कर देती है। ऐसी चीजें, हाँ, ऐसी बहुत सी चीजें करती है।
and 14 new records.
ऐसे धोना कर देता हूँ, मैंने मोती लाइन दिए थे पिछले जन्म में।
Study on the crab of Lower Swansea. So here was Dr. Sinha. He has described 41 species and introduced species to science from
अरे मैं तो इसलिए नहीं बताता हूँ, मैं इसलिए नहीं बताता हूँ क्योंकि
Next project was taxonomy and plankton. He has described
एक बड़ा फैक्ट ये भी है कि ज्यादातर ओसीज को मैं ये भी समझाता हूँ
One of Eastern Himalayas, amphibians of Arunachal Pradesh.
इन लोग
He has described one new species study in Arunachal Sea. This is the new
कोई
species.
हम लोग सब
2 new
नौकरी
records,
करते हैं
India records,
तो आप
and 8 new state
फैसिलिटेट करो
records,
उसकी
and
मदद करो
second
उसको
records.
जरूरत है ऐसे आती है ये भी कम कमी नहीं है ये भी राशि देते हैं
Combined
ये
project.
सब कुछ करता है मैडम
One of the level scientists in Himalayas.
आप ही हो ना वो
छोटी है जो ये
you are there I am there only
कितनी
519 genera
वो भी नहीं करते
has been compiled.
ये
New species and
आपने देखा होगा
this is
ये
like
नहीं डालते
from the level.
वो एक होता है
New India records.
होता है
New state
वो डालते हैं जैसे कि ऊपर पागल हो जाए
highlights.
47 का
टाइम करने की हाईएस्ट
This is the fauna of Sinha Dimag Biosphere Reserve.
कुछ ओसीज को
So under this project, one expedition was undertaken during October 24 to November 5, 2017 with the participation of staff from APRC NERC Shillong,
जी ज्वाइन किया ना
WRC WRC
दिल्ली रहता है इसने बहुत
परेशान हो गया
These are
दिल्ली
the
रहता है
different
यूनिवर्सिटी में
participated in this
अच्छा
expedition.
CSIR
And these are the results of the expeditions.
तो बढ़िया
All the results.
नॉर्मल भी करेगा
उसको लगा कि वहाँ से उधर पहुंच जाएंगे
One species have been compiled, new species, first India records 5, first state record 72,
मैं वो नहीं कह रहा जो
and first record from DDPR
समझ जाए गलती से
240.
डायरेक्ट लेवल पर एजुकेट किया जाए और
So these are the national collections. We have at present total holdings 47,644, identified 20,135, unidentified
मैं गारंटी
27,509.
some of those things which I
We have type specimen 86, holotype 13, and band types 73.
तो ये आपके हो सकता
This is our
है
museum,
इसका फैन क्यों देना
Dry
ये दो पेन मांगेंगे एक हफ्ते में
vet
नहीं
museum.
नहीं मिलना चाहिए नहीं
At present, we have
Hello.
710 species in our both the museums.
वो हो सकता है
So we are also providing training and
उसकी इच्छा हुई
services.
हो सकता है किसी को
So
पकड़ा है
identification and advisory services are offered to the students in the State Forest Department. As
दो
a member
पेन
of the State
अभी पिछले लिया
Board for Wildlife,
ये
officer in charge of the center provides
हाँ
input
कुछ
to the
प्रैक्टिस में
government
ला
of
रहा है
Andhra
इसलिए
Pradesh. As a member of the State Biodiversity Board, officer in charge of the center provides input to the board from time to time. As a member of the technical committee of Arunachal Forest Research, officer in charge of the center attends meeting in the office of the PCS, PCCR, headquarters, and help the state government in evaluating such proposals. Speak to various organizations throughout on granting of search in protected areas, talks or lectures on biodiversity of the state are often delivered by the scientists of the center to students both within and outside state. Advisory services are also provided on EHS studies to various autonomic organizations. Identification and advisory services are also provided in research scholars from both within and outside the state. So publications, we have more than 140 such papers in national and international peer-reviewed journals published. from the center on different animal groups. Besides 2 volumes on fauna of Arunachal Pradesh were also published. Detailed scientific reports on surveys and extended expeditions conducted by scientists of the center have also been published.
मेरे को पता नहीं हो मैं जानती नहीं हूँ जैसे आप बता रहे हो
तो फिर अब हंसी
अब भी आप फंसे इस सरकार का ही नहीं है, हिमाचल का भी है।
ऐसे तो मेरे दोस्त ऐसे अब हंसी
नहीं, वैसे मैंने इसलिए जो होगा वो देखा सीखा है। मैं पहले समझता था इसको,
नहीं ऐसा नहीं
कुछ मैंने उसे जस्ट वो किया, रूलिंग
These are the two centers who are dealing exclusively with the fauna of Northeast India, and you will be knowing that area is richly diversified explored. So, thank you, Dr. Sharma, and please join us in discussion at 3.
Okay, sure.
लोकल जो है वो नहीं रहना
Thank
चाहिए
वो से बुरी तरह तंग करते हैं।
और कहते हैं
So, I'm thankful to all
सब कुछ होता है।
सैलरी आते ही उसी दिन खड़े
Dehradun Center, Jabalpur Center, Solan Center, Arunachal Pradesh Center, and Jodhpur Center today for the timely completion
उससे
of
पट्टे नीचे से तोड़ देते थे, वो नीचे गिर जाती थी, ये फिर बनवाते थे, फिर तोड़ देते थे।
I'm sure students will be greatly
और ये तक
benefited,
नहीं
and they will get to know that other than Radhasan headquarters here, we have a good strength and some really good work is going on all over India in all our centers. Thank you very much. So at around 2:50 p.m. Dr. Anil Mopasan from EBRC Bhopalpur will be presenting, so that by 3:50 all presentations of today will be over and we can have some discussion with the students. So that's it. You are all welcome to join at 2:50 for Anil Mopasan presentation. So thank you very much.
If someone want to ask anything, they will ask the students.
वो से पहले का है
Yes.
And is there? And is there?
Yeah. Okay. Now itself the interaction means it will be repetition. That is why.
Yeah. No, if somebody wants any.
Okay. Dr. Sharma won't be there in the afternoon session. So anybody having any questions related to Northern Regional Center Dehradun, participants, please feel free to ask questions now itself.
मैडम की मुझे साल
हाँ 4 महीने बाद की है
खुशियाँ मैडम बिल्कुल देखो
Palak Shahin, Manish Gopi, Mohan Kumar, Kritika Bose, Saini Datta, Shlok Chitre, and Varghese, Tanya and Varghese, Sujata Chakrabarti, you are all free to ask any questions pertaining to Northern Regional Center.
MSc pass out
MSc
इन लोगों के comments
ग्रेजुएशन
स्टूडेंट लग रहे हैं under 20 under 30
Ma'am, can I ask one question to Sanjeev sir?
That will be in the afternoon session.
Thank you.
Yes, if at all, if there is a time, I can answer, madam. If at all there is anything